Greetings everyone, here is Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by PBEM match against Xargun. He's a light player and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B. And we arrive at the 18th March 42. I can take a dot base at Noumea but losing Hamilton. And Hamilton is more or less industry, a resource mine of New Zealand to feed the light and heavy industry of Wellington and Auckland. And losing this base is not so good. There are still some mines in Auckland and an enemy submarine. I hope I get at least rid of the mines first. Here at Merrick is also still some mines. Allied sub is here and my local minesweeper have some minimum equipment and firepower against submarine in shallow water, but only Type 95, so a little damage and only in shallow water, but yeah, some hits are always good. Then I sent my Navy Guard unit to deal with this last Dutch unit. And picking up more dot bases in the Dutch East Indies. So no firework, no action, no dying people. And there's still an engagement with this anti-submarine task force. And I would guess out of Townsville, Hudson's making Navy search, detecting my patrol boat. That is all fine. I want only get feedback how strong and how good is the enemy search and the Navy strike missions out of Australia for future operations. Good. I use here my Bettys to slow down all movements to get rid of these New Zealand troops. Similar situation here. I more or less go for Navy search, anti-sub missions and ground attacks. Slowing down the Chinese units, but in high mountains, nearly impossible to really hit them, but I can slow them down. Then a bombardment of Bendering, creating damage, so this fort level 2 I think is now the status quo. This would be okay. If I make the next attack, my engineers can blow up fort level 2 and then I fight with fort level 1 and this have not more much bonus for the defender. But I have still a problem with supplies. I don't have supplies, so I don't can attack at Java. And it's really not the high priority for me now. Every day I bomb and destroy more supplies. So every day I wait. The Dutch are getting weaker. I only must make sure that they don't build up the forts. So a lot of ground attacks all over the place. The standard business every Japanese player have to manage in the first 3 to 6 months. Then after June I think it will flip and then the allies are more or less pushing and bombing. And the Japanese try to react and defend. Yeah, bad weather, so that my recons cannot go out. Trying to hit here the Dutch units, but it's hard. If it's a very small unit and it's not clear terrain, the chance to really hit and strike something is very small. And yeah, my light cruiser had some trouble, but I think it's only one system damage. To the already damaged carrier. But this was damaged by a coalition, so not really related to enemy actions. But I must send this carrier to Auckland in the shipyard to fix it. I cannot do with a repair ship. So I fight here north of Hamilton. Unluckily, Hamilton fall to the enemy side, so these units can still retreat. And they're retreating back to Hamilton, so I have now all the enemies in Hamilton. I also destroy here one Austrian aviation, Air Force support unit. Bombardments, okay, some damage. Taking the hex in the river, so this is clear terrain. These Chinese units are now destroyed and will come back, so it's only a temporary victory for me. My armored cars still trying to achieve a victory. In 4-1, I destroy units and disable them, but I cannot wipe them out. The Mongolian armies are clashing again, and the Chinese are retreating. And you can see there's simply nothing more left for me to destroy, so maybe each unit have 2 or 3 combat units or support units. This is his main body from Auckland. Is retreating again. And you can see he's in open mode because he tried to run away, but he cannot run away. I think also most of these units have only support units left, not more fighting. Gisborne base force was kicked out and now kicked again in direction going to Wellington. But yeah, not more much. And this only let me know that this Chinese units at Lyon is surrounded, and I think this means they will lose every day some amount of units inside their, squads inside the unit. More or less means they are at the end. And if I don't attack, they also die sooner or later. But if I attack, they die faster. Overall, okay day. I'm in the final preparation for my last big steps before the amphibious assault bonus is running out. Light air losses, 1 flag kill, 1 kill pilot is okay. No sinking sound, only a damaged submarine. Nothing more. So in China the situation was not really changing. I have here still my mixed brigade is on the way, but it's only a minor road, so I need 3 days to arrive and attack. So this 3 days I will more or less, let's say, this tank captain attack and earn some experience maybe. Not that this unit really need experience because they will never be strong. There is no real upgrade coming. Maybe this will upgrade maybe to light tanks sooner or later. But light tanks are also only, against infantry okay, but not if the enemy have anti-tank weapons. And I think the most allied British, American infantry units have always anti-tank weapons sooner or later. So this Mongolian Chinese army, I think, is really now at the end. There's nearly nothing more left. So one more, a little kick and they are dead. other change here in China. I achieved to conquer this hex and destroy these 2 units. I will now walk here northwest, try to take this hex, and then walk east maybe, so that I don't must make the shock attack. Shock attacks is always a little risky, and I don't want to risk it. I can make it slow. I don't really must conquer this unit or this hexes and bases so fast. Tomorrow we have the Battle of Tuinyong. There's only 1 block force maybe left to slow me down. I try to catch this guy. You will see how this ends. Then take the port city. And this is like Nanning. It starts, I think, with 50% damage and melee. There's some bases on the map. It's not 50-50 destroyed. Not 100% sure why, but it is like this. Who will ever repair resources? That is very special. Make not really too much sense. Everything else is here normal and okay. I try to build up Port Blair. I'm now, a lot of engineers are here. Air HQ arrive here. Now I need more supplies, and I must get the airfield level 3 at least to strike out here. My tanks are on the way to Sebang to maybe then get rid of these Dutch forces. These are, I think, medium tanks. Yeah. I think they can take on the Dutch. Even as if it's not a lot of attack power, it's medium tanks are hard to kill without the right equipment. Java is okay. I bombard the hex every day and keep the damage around 20 to 30. So maybe minus 20, so maybe the damage is in reality like 10 to 15. But I have no supplies, and without supplies I cannot really attack. So 1 unit escape, and I think 1 unit gets destroyed. Naja, my tanks will roll more sauce and get rid of them. I prepare a special operation. I have more or less 3 special operations acting more or less at the same time. East Australia, West Australia and Ceylon. I had normally 4 operations for Diamond Port, but a harbor. But I had to cancel this because of bundoing, and I was also not sure. This scenario 1 is always the tricky part, is how much you really want to take, because the amount of forces you have to defend something is limited. New Zealand, all victories, victory, victory. The tacticals, our victories. Strategically, I lost Hamilton. Yeah, not so good. But I think the New Zealand forces are very weakened. Maybe only the garrison of Wellington will really be a problem in the future. Good, nothing else to talk here. Nothing else to see here. I maybe want a short look on this. The carrier had some X problem, and you can see here I repair everything in Umaya, and because of the problem I get here 1 system damage. Yeah, this will not really change too much. Good, then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.